Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I am Sunique and today I'm talking about my search for the most authentic Thoth tarot. Now, since I went to the Warburg Museum a couple of weeks ago and actually had the privilege to see some of the original paintings, it's renewed my quest to find the most authentic reproduction cards. Now, I've had this is my original, which I've shown this one a few times, and the bag that I made for it, knitted. But yes, this is my original, all in order. Always put them back in order. So yeah, my original. This one I found on makeplayingcards.com, so I'm excited to open this one. It's very green, isn't it? Interesting. And then this one is AGM in Urania, and the reason I got this one is because of what it says on the back. I'll just take the cellophane off first so we can read it. So it says, this new edition, the colours of the card images have been matched to the original paintings as faithfully as possible. So I've got high hopes for that one. And this one has been recoloured, I think, from what I can gather. Anyway, we'll see. Okay, so I thought what I would do is a side by side with all three decks and just have a look at them together. Okay, so this is just a plain box. It's make playing cards. Gosh, it's very green. It's extremely green. Alright, and the image is not as large as my original. Take the paper band off that one. Oh, and the cardstock is not great. Ah, that is just one grade above paper, I think. That is really, really thin. Oh, that's a bit of a disappointment. Okay, let's look at this one. Comes with a guidebook. We have Aleister Crowley and Lady Frieda Harris on the front there. Photograph of them. Oh, this one looks interesting. Oh, and we have a picture of Crowley again. And different colours again. Oh, and Lady Frieda on the back. That's amazing. Oh, I like that. Let's look at the backs. So these are the backs. They're quite gold. My original is like that. And then this version from Make Playing Cards is very bright. So already we can see the difference between those cards there. Quite a bit of a difference, actually. This one seems a lot more vibrant than this one seems quite dull. And this one seems very vibrant too, in a different sort of way. So, the fronts. So the first thing, the obvious thing that I can notice are the borders. The borders are completely different. So remember, this is my original. This is the new AGM version, which is supposed to be matched to the original paintings. And indeed, the original paintings, the border was light, just like this. But we don't have Lady Frieda's handwriting at the bottom. We have a font. I'll link my video below if you're interested in looking at the originals. But yeah, there's a difference there. These colours seem a lot more vibrant on this one. If we look at the tiger, it's a lot more orange on this one. And the soles of the feet as well. A lot more orange. Yeah, and the blue's a lot more vivid on this. So the colours are definitely a lot more vivid on this version. It's been enhanced. My problem with the deck has always been the lack of clarity in the images. I found them really difficult to actually see all the details And so this is why I'm trying to find one that's just right for me. See, this looks very pale, doesn't it? We've got more blue here, and we've got a really deep blue on this one, so completely different. So what I'm noticing here, and what I noticed at the exhibition, was all the rainbow colours here, which I haven't really picked up on my original. They have got them a little bit there, but yeah, mainly there I can see them. That's a lot different. The colour of the pelican there. I like this one, I do. The colours are just so much different, aren't they? All these blues here, and it's completely different here. And then the background here is sort of a white where it's very muddied there. Wow, look at the difference there. Oh, that one. I'm liking this deck so far. This one's a little bit too, I don't know. I like this one. I like this one. This is more orange, isn't it? And considering how important colour was to the Golden Dawn, it's amazing the differences that we find in their actual principal deck here. I mean, this looks quite sickly now compared to this one. I just think this is it's a bit too much, this one. I think this is the sweet spot for me. You can really see the difference. All right, I'm going to be quiet now and probably put some music on underneath and do a silent walkthrough. How interesting. For the first time seeing in all these three decks, this one looks the brightest in the Sun card. And I can actually see all these figures around the outside, which I found very difficult to see the zodiac around this one. This one just looks murky now. When I compare it to this one, it just looks like dull. Ah, no, see, this is one of my favourite cards, and I actually prefer this version. Let's go on to the minors. in the ones. For me, this is too vivid, too much, too saturated. This one is really, really orange and quite dull, but very, very orange. This one is perfect. I'm doing a bit of a Goldilocks here. But yeah, this is just, it's just hitting the spot. It's so good. Let's see how the cups are. I mean, already this looks a lot cleaner. This just looks like aged. And yeah, it is aged, to be fair. I've had it a very, very long time. But I've been very careful with it. It's not through misuse or dirt. This is the colour. But this is so much, I mean, just looking at the borders, this is very much what I was experiencing at the Warburg. This is, to me, oversaturated. I mean, look at all these pinks, and I don't know, it's just, this is just amazingly perfect. Let's carry on and see how we go. See how murky green this is in the background with these two, where it's a nice subtle green there. And the cups as well, they're different colours. That's just got a completely different feel altogether. Again, in this deck, the reds, or the pinky reds, are more orange. It's a bit closer here, but as I say, more saturated. And then these are really green in the background, where this one not so much. Both of these look more vibrant actually than this one. Ooh. Yay. Very murky, isn't it, in this one? Very green in this one. And I'm wondering if the colour of the borders is having an influence on the colour of the image. Yeah. I mean, how far off are they really? Yeah, I do think the border colour is having an effect on the overall picture. I mean, it's just so completely different to both of these. This one. Pinks are really nice in this one. So again, we've got a different colour in this one that's supposed to be more aligned with the original. Whereas again, the reds have gone orange here. The greens are so different, aren't they, to this one here, which is more blue, which is more in keeping with the cup element. I think I can see the Queen a lot better in here than I've ever been able to see here. And she's still hiding there, but I think I can see her a lot better in this one. I just can't get over how different these decks are just by colour. It's incredible. I mean, look at this blue here. It's beautiful blue in the background. It feels fresh, more fresh than these two. I think you can tell where my preference is lying. I mean, that yellow there, and it's green there, and it's yellow there. I am definitely doing a Goldilocks here. Oh dear. What is it? Not enough, too much, just right. Look how pink that is. I see more of the sacred geometry on this one. More pink here than on these two. These oranges are very prominent in my original. Almost looks sickly green here, whereas, yeah, it's a much better colour in this one. It's so much lighter. The blue is different as well, isn't it? Yeah, different blue, more sort of indigo. Okay, onto the discs. Very different. Again, these are more green, this is more blue. Another of my favourite cards. That's completely different. I actually prefer this one. Oh wow, that colour is so different. These feathers seem to get lost here, whereas they're more vivid here. Wow. And they're very vibrant here. Beautiful, actually, that one. Beautiful blues. The tree colour here is different in the trunk. These are sort of blue, whereas this is a brown. So we've got more of a pale lemon here. Oh, that's a lot more vibrant. I love that one. And that one. Look at these. I mean, this is so green on both of these, and whereas it's not there. I mean, even in the background here is different. The face looks more defined on this one, actually. That might be my imagination. But yeah, those are the three different versions of the Thoth. So that one's from Make Playing Cards. This one is presumably the most authentically close to the originals. Let's have a look at the guidebook here. And this is the one I've had forever. So it was revised spring 2023, so a couple of years ago. We've got a background to Crowley and Lady Frieda here. A preface to this deck, which I shall enjoy reading. And then the Book of Thoth there. Then I'll look at my original, which is here. You can see the book is a little bit more worn, so the full. So here it tells us our Hebrew letters, our correspondences with the elements on this one. The fool is air or vacuum or puissant innocence. He holds the male element of fire, the female element of water, the sword of air and the disc of earth. He is the green man of spring, the great fall of the Celts, and Parsifal. He's also Zeus, Dionysus, Bacchus, and Baphomet. Okay, and it's exactly the same text. Okay, it's the same text. I do understand that everybody's going to have a different point of view. Everyone's going to have a different preference. And I'd be interested if anyone cares to comment. I would be interested in your take on the different versions of the Thoth deck. I do have other versions, but I just thought I'd stay with these 3. I have smaller ones as well. Is this a fair comparison? Is this an unfair comparison? If you were to pick one deck and you could only buy one deck, which deck would you go for? As you can gather from my reactions during this video, it's this deck. I will never part with this one. It's my original and it holds a dear place. But like I said, because I went to the Warburg and I actually saw some of the originals, the Fool was there, the Magus was there, the High Priestess, Adjustment was there, and we had the Hermit. So yeah, it's oh yeah, and the Wheel of Fortune was there as well. So they had about 9 different paintings, and after having seen those paintings, I was absolutely fascinated by this. I thought, this is definitely a spermatosa, but it looks like there's somebody with their arms around their legs. Now since then, I've actually watched a video, and I'll put it below, a link to it. There's someone explaining the cards. They were doing a tour in the Warburg and explaining all the different symbology, or some, not all of it, but some of the different symbology within those cards. And it's like, oh my days, another level. And I would love to know where that information came from because it was amazing information. So I will link that below. But yeah, please let me know your thoughts because I would be really interested to know. Anyway, I've whittled on a bit, so until my next video, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for being here, and bye friends.